Hi students, good morning. How are you? Fine? Okay. So continuation of some problems, colligative properties. Before class, I given some problems, solved some problems relative lowering of vapor pressure, elevation of boiling point, depression freezing point, problems completed. Okay. Last class, one problem calculation wrong. Concept okay. Which problem means once again I will explain. Last last class problem calculation wrong. Now I will calculate that problem. So the vapor pressure of 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 10% aqueous solution of aqueous glucose solution at 100 degrees centigrade. So that problem answer actually the time answer calculation wrong. Now I will give answer. The vapor pressure of 10% aqueous glucose solution at 100 degrees centigrade. 10% means 10 grams of solute, 90 grams of solvent. Here at 100 degrees centigrade pressure, 1 atmosphere pressure means how much? 760 millimeters. Okay, that means they given the time of 4 options. The time I given option 751, but the time answer calculation wrong. Now I will explain. Simply formula P naught minus Ps by P naught equal to W by M into capital M by capital W. Here P naught how much? 760 minus Ps by 760 equal weight solute 10% means 10 grams of solute, 90 grams of solvent. Here weight percent. Here solute 10 grams, gram molecular weight of solute, glucose molecular weight 180 into here solvent water molecular weight 80 by weight of water 90. So these are 10 times cancelled, these are 10. 1 by 19 means 0.01. That means simply 760 by simply 1 minus Ps by 760 equal to 0.01. Next step here I am writing. So Ps by 760 equal to 1 minus 0.011. Ps by 760 equal to 0.989. So Ps equal to 760 into 0.989. So answer 751.6 mmHg. That means answer. Vapor pressure of solution how much? 751.6. That time I give an option, third option. So that answer. Last time I given here answer calculation. I wrote here 0.089. 0.089 wrong. 0.981. That problem. Okay. Dear students, once I write the problem, this is a correct problem. It is just that time I thought I given another calculation. That is wrong. That is a correct calculation. Anyway, so the vapor pressure of 10% aqueous glucose solution at 100 degrees centigrade how much? Ps equal to 751.6. We know. Compared to vapor pressure of the solvent, vapor pressure of the solution is less. Vapor pressure of solvent 760, vapor pressure of solution 751. So that is answer. Anyway, write down. Okay, next problem, write down. These are problems. Remaining problems complete the lesson I will give. Now last concept in colligative properties, fourth colligative properties, osmotic pressure. Now I will explain osmotic pressure. Complete the osmotic pressure concept remaining remaining concepts. Finally I will give problems. Okay, up to here enough problems. Remaining problems complete the lesson I will start. So next one is fourth colligative properties. Now I will explain. Fourth one is osmotic pressure. It is denoted by symbol of pi. Osmotic pressure before we want osmosis. What is meant by osmosis? Osmosis means the spontaneous flow of the solvent. The spontaneous flow of the solvent through semi-permeable membrane. The flow of the spontaneous flow of the solvent through semi-permeable membrane from pure solvent to solution or from dilute solution to concentrated solution is known as osmosis. Osmosis means the spontaneous flow of the solvent through semi-permeable membrane from solvent to solution or from dilute solution to concentrated solution is known as osmosis. Osmotic definition. Now osmotic definition. The spontaneous flow of the solvent through semi-permeable membrane from pure solvent to solution or from a dilute solution to concentrated solution is known as osmosis. So the spontaneous flow of the solvent through semi-permeable membrane from pure solvent to solution or from a dilute solution to concentrated solution is known as osmosis. Simply, the passage of solvent molecule or the flow of the solvent molecules from pure solvent to solution or dilute solution to concentrated solution through semi-permeable membrane. A semi-permeable membrane means I will say one of the membrane. Solvent molecules passed through semi-permeable membrane. So the passage of solvent molecules through semi-permeable membrane to solution is known as osmosis. Okay, these are osmosis process. I will give diagram also. Next, what is meant by semi-permeable membrane? So write down definition. So semi-permeable membrane. Simply, semi-permeable membrane SPM. Anyway, osmosis means the spontaneous flow of the solvent through semi-permeable membrane from pure solvent to solution or from a dilute solution to concentrated solution is known as osmosis. Now I will give semi-permeable membrane definition. Semi-permeable membrane. What is meant by semi-permeable membrane? Semi-permeable membrane. What is meant by SPM? SPM means semi-permeable. Semi-permeable membrane means the membrane which allows to pass solvent molecules through it, but not solute molecules is known as semi-permeable membrane. Semi-permeable membrane means the membrane which allow to pass solvent molecules through it, but not solute molecules is known as semi-permeable membrane. the membrane which allow to solvent molecules to pass, only solid molecules through it, but not solute molecules is known as semi-permeable membrane. Now in the definition, semi-permeable membrane, the membrane which allow to pass only the membrane which allow to pass only solvent molecules through it, but not solute molecules, molecules is known as semi-permeable membrane. Semi-permeable membrane. So the membrane which allow to pass only solid molecules through it but not solute molecules is known as semi-permeable membrane. So generally, which membranes are used semi-permeable membrane? Generally, semi-permeable membrane example, for example, so animals membranes. Example, animals membrane like one, pig's gallbladder, GAL, pig's gallbladder, and second one is cell membrane. Only pig's gallbladder is a animal membrane, cell membrane, and third one is parchment paper, fourth one is cellophane paper. Pig's gallbladder, animal membrane and cell membrane, parchment paper and cellophane paper, and fifth one is inorganic precipitated membranes. Inorganic, these are synthetic. Inorganic precipitated membranes, cupric ferrocyanide, Cu2 FeCN6, cupric ferrocyanide, and sixth one is calcium phosphate, Ca3PO4 twice. Inorganic precipitated membranes like that, cupric ferrocyanide, this name is cupric ferrocyanide and calcium phosphate. These are examples of semi-permeable membrane. Semi-permeable membrane is the membrane which allow to pass only solid molecules through it but not solute molecules is known as a semi-permeable membrane. Generally, semi-permeable membranes are example animal membranes. Example, pig's gallbladder. Pig's gallbladder is one type of semi-permeable membrane. This is animal membrane. Remaining are cell membrane. These are plant cells. Cell membrane, parchment paper, and cellophane paper, and inorganic precipitated membranes. These are synthetic chemical. These are inorganic precipitated membranes like that. Cupric ferrocyanide, cupric Cu2. Cupric ferrocyanide, and the last one is calcium phosphate. Fifth one is cupric ferrocyanide, and last one is calcium phosphate. So these are semi-permeable membrane. So in osmosis process, without semi-permeable membrane, solvent molecules cannot pass from pure solvent to solution. Now I will give one diagram. So osmosis diagram, and see. So write down semi-permeable membrane. Semi-permeable membrane means the membrane which allow to pass only solvent molecules through it but not solute molecules is known as semi-permeable membrane. Okay, example, animals membrane. So generally, example, animal membranes. Example, pig's gallbladder. It is a animal membrane. Cell, these are plant cells. Cell membrane, parchment paper, cellophane paper, cupric ferrocyanide, and the last one is calcium phosphate. Okay. Next one is Suppose here let's write down these are. Okay, here solvent, here solution, here SPM. SPM means, here SPM means semi-permeable membrane. Semi-permeable membrane. Okay, here pressure. Pi means osmotic pressure. I will give definition. Osmotic pressure pi equal to pressure, atmosphere pressure, H height, G means gravitational force. Here H height. So these are pi means osmotic pressure. This is a osmosis process. Here pi means osmotic pressure. Now I will give osmotic pressure definition. Anyway, so these are the spontaneous flow of the solvent from pure solvent to solution through semi-permeable membrane is known as osmosis. So simply the passage of solvent molecules through semi-permeable membrane to solution is known as osmosis. Okay, it is a semi-permeable membrane. So here pi means osmotic pressure. Now I will give definition of osmotic pressure. What is meant by osmotic pressure? Osmotic pressure means the pressure developed due to osmosis process is known as osmotic pressure. The pressure developed due to osmosis is known as osmotic pressure. Or another definition, the pressure that just stop the flow of the solvent from the solution is known as osmotic pressure. Osmotic pressure means the pressure that just stops the flow of the solvent is known as, through semi-permeable membrane, is known as osmotic pressure. Simple definition, the pressure developed due to osmosis is known as osmotic pressure. Osmotic pressure is denoted by the symbol of pi. Osmotic pressure is denoted by the symbol pi. So write down definition. So osmotic pressure definition. It is denoted by symbol pi. Simply, the pressure that just stops the flow of the solvent from pure solvent to solution through semi-permeable membrane is known as osmotic pressure, or simply the pressure developed due to the pressure developed due to osmosis is known as osmotic pressure. Anyway, the pressure that just stops the flow of the solvent from pure solvent to solution through semi-permeable membrane is known as osmotic pressure simply, or the pressure developed due to osmosis is known as osmotic pressure. Generally, we know osmosis means the passage of solvent molecules from pure solvent to solution is known as osmotic pressure. That process, some pressure is required, the pressure is applied, the pressure is required to stop the flow of the solvent. In such time, some pressure is required to stop the flow of the solvent. That is known as osmotic pressure. Simple definition: the pressure developed due to osmosis is known as osmotic pressure. Osmotic pressure. Osmotic pressure is denoted by symbol pi. It is denoted by symbol pi. So that is a osmotic pressure. So osmotic pressure. Okay. So these are osmosis and osmotic pressure. Here students, don't forget any definition. Compulsory remembering all definitions. For IP also important definitions also. Okay. So don't forget formulas and definitions. Next. I will be simple diagram. Here SPM means semi-permeable membrane. Okay, like that. Here solvent, these are solution. Okay. Here solvent. Here solution. Semi-permeable membrane. Here SPM means semi-permeable membrane. Here these are pressure. Here atmosphere plus pi. Pi means osmotic pressure. So anyway, these are. So the pressure that just stop the flow of the solvent from pure solvent to solution through semi-permeable membrane is known as osmotic pressure. This is the osmosis process, osmotic pressure. Anyway, only pressure of the liquid, atmosphere generally. Pressure of the liquid plus pi here, osmotic pressure. So these are osmotic pressure and osmosis. Anyway, osmotic pressure is denoted by symbol of pi. Osmotic pressure is denoted by symbol of pi. It is a osmosis and osmotic pressure. Now next one is simply these are solvent, these are solution. theory of dilute solutions. Van 't Hoff theory of dilute solutions. Van 't Hoff scientist. According to Van 't Hoff theory, dilute solutions behave as gases. Hence, the laws that applicable to gases are also applicable to dilute solutions. Before last year we have studied in Boyle's law, Charles law, like that. Boyle's law, Charles law, you know that laws. Van 't Hoff's theory of dilute solutions. According to Van 't Hoff's theory, dilute solutions behave as gases. Hence the laws that applicable to gases are also applicable to dilute solutions. Simply, gas laws, according to Van 't Hoff theory, gas laws applicable to dilute solutions. First one is Van 't Hoff's Boyle's law. Van 't Hoff's Boyle's law. Boyle's law, which one is constant? Temperature constant. At constant temperature, the osmotic pressure of dilute solution is directly proportional. So, at constant temperature, the osmotic pressure of a dilute solution is directly proportional to concentration. Simply, at constant temperature or at constant temperature, given temperature, the osmotic pressure of a dilute solution is directly proportional to its concentration. At constant temperature, the osmotic pressure of a dilute solution is directly proportional to concentration. Its concentration. Concentration is simply C. Pi is directly proportional to C. C means concentration. We know generally C equal to 1 by V. Concentration is inversely proportional to volume. That means simply pi is inversely proportional to V. Simply pi V equal to K or pi V equal to constant. That is Van 't Hoff's Boyle's law. Pi V equal to K. K means constant. Van 't Hoff Boyle's law means at constant temperature, the osmotic pressure of a dilute solution is directly proportional to its concentration. Pi is directly proportional to C. Here C means concentration. Concentration is inversely proportional to volume. Instead of C, I am taking V, 1 by V. Pi is inversely proportional to V. So that means pi V equal to K. That is Van 't Hoff's Boyle's law. Next one is Van 't Hoff Charles law. Next, Van 't Hoff Charles law. Second one is Van 't Hoff Charles law. Van 't Hoff Charles law means the osmotic pressure of a dilute solution, constant concentration is directly proportional to absolute temperature or temperature in Kelvin square. Simply, the osmotic pressure of a dilute solution, the osmotic pressure of a dilute solution, constant concentration is directly proportional to temperature in Kelvin square. That is a want of Charles law. Want of Charles law means the osmotic pressure of a the osmotic pressure of a the osmotic pressure of a dilute solution, constant concentration is directly proportional to temperature in Kelvin, temperature in Kelvin square. Mathematically simply, the osmotic pressure of dilute solution of constant concentration. Simply, osmotic pressure is directly proportional to T. Osmotic pressure is directly proportional to T, or pi by T equal to K. Pi by T equal to K. That is a pi by T equal to K. So that is a want of Charles law. Want of Charles law. Pi by T equal to K. So that is a want of Charles law. Anyway, so that is a equation 2. From equation 1 and 2 we get simply equation 1 means pi v equal to K. Okay, equation. Okay, here equation 2. Pi by T equal to K. Simply in equation 1 now pi v equal to K. In this case simply equation 1 and 2 pi is V equal to 1 by C. V equal to 1 by C. Simply phi equal to T. Phi is proportional to 1 by V. Simply from equation 1 and 2 or equation 1 and 2 simply pi v is proportional to T. Pi v is proportional to T. Next pi v equal to Kt. K means constant. Or simply now I am taking another. Okay. Pi is proportional to pi v is inversely proportional to 1 by V. Pi v is proportional to T. Simply pi v is proportional to T. Up here, okay. Next one is pi v equal to St. Here S means solution constant. Solution constant. Volume is inversely proportional to concentration, or pi equal to St by V, but 1 by V equal to C. That means pi equal to Cst. Simple formula. Pi equal to Cst. C means concentration, S means solution constant. Solution constant value is equal to ideal gas constant. That means solution constant. So S value equal to ideal gas constant. Ideal gas constant value. Ideal gas constant value R. That means instead of S we are using R. S and R both are same. Simply pi equal to Cst or pi equal to CRT. So these are simple formula. Different problems will come. Don't forget. So one problem, one model problem. So one problem is related to one formula is related to one problem. Pi equal to Cst, pi equal to CRT. Both are equal. Instead of S we are using R. Your osmotic pressure simple formula pi equal to CRT. And another one is pi equal to CRT and another concentration. Next, after that pi equal to CRT. Next, pi equal to CRT. C means concentration, concentration equal to molarity. Molarity means the ratio of the number of moles of solute present in volume of the 1 liter of the solution. But C equal to 1 by V. So pi equal to N by V RT. Simply pi V equal to nRT or pi V equal to NST. Both are equal. There is another formula. These are another formula. Okay, next. N equal to number of moles, N equal to given weight by gram molecular weight. Another formula. Here N equal to A by M. A means weight by gram molecular weight. A means weight. Weight of solute. M means gram molecular weight. Gram molecular weight of solute. So instead of N I am taking A by M. That means next formula. Phi V equal to A by M into RT. We want molecularity. So M equal to ART by pi V. ART by pi V. Or simply, so M equal to ART by pi V. So these are one formula. And finally, another formula. Here M means molecular weight. Simply M equal to ART by pi V or 1 by V equal to C, you know. So finally M equal to ARTC by pi. So that is another formula. All are equal. So these are osmotic pressure formulas. So different model formulas. But compulsory remembering osmotic pressure simple formula. Pi equal to CRT, that is a main formula. Remembering these, don't forget. CRT or CST, both are equal. Or pi equal to CST, or these are main formula. And another formula simply pi V equal to nRT. These are formula. So remembering these two formulas main. Anyway, osmotic pressure pi equal to CRT or CST. S means solution constant. It is equal to solution constant value equal to ideal gas constant R. R value, ideal gas constant R value in atmosphere, how much later atmosphere? 0.0821. We know first year states of matter concept. Anyway, ideal, so osmotic pressure simple formula pi equal to CRT or pi equal to CST. S is solution constant. The S value is equal to ideal gas constant R. Pi equal to CRT, pi equal to CST, or simply pi V equal to nRT. Here N means number of moles, simple formula. So these are, it is a osmotic pressure formula. Simply pi V equal to nRT, osmotic pressure. Okay. Next one is, that is a Van 't Hoff theory of dilute solution. According to Van 't Hoff theory, dilute solutions behave as gases. That means all gas laws are applicable to dilute solutions. Van 't Hoff Boyle's law, simply Van 't Hoff Boyle's law means the osmotic pressure of dilute solution is directly proportional to concentration of the solution. Simply pi is directly proportional to C. C equal to 1 by V. Instead of C I am taking 1 by V. Pi V is directly proportional. That means simply pi V equal to constant. Osmotic. Next, Van 't Hoff Charles law. Van 't Hoff Charles means the osmotic pressure of dilute solution of constant concentration is directly proportional to temperature in Kelvin square. Mathematically, pi is directly proportional to T. So first from Boyle's law and Charles law final formula, simply pi equal to CRT, pi equal to CST. S means solution constant. That value is equal to R value. Both are equal. Final formula pi V equal to nRT. Simple formula. Osmotic pressure simple formula pi equal to CRT or pi V equal to nRT. So these are osmotic pressure and osmosis. Dear students, understand points? So compulsory remembering all formula. Simple formula osmotic pressure pi V equal to CRT. Compulsory remembering this one. And the second one is pi V equal to nRT. Don't forget. Don't forget these two formulas. So many problems will come. Okay. Next one is isotonic solutions, very important. Isotonic solutions for IPA and object was very important. Isotonic solutions at given temperature, solutions having same osmotic pressure is known as isotonic solutions. At given temperature, at a given temperature, solutions having same osmotic pressure, same osmotic pressure is known as isotonic solutions. At given temperature, solutions having same osmotic pressure is known as isotonic solution. Here simply I1C1 equal to I2C2. I means want half factor. I1 means first solution, I2 means second solution. Or simply in isotonic solution, C1 equal to C2. C means concentration. C1 means concentration of first solution, C2 means concentration of second solution. Anyway, simply at given temperature, solutions having same osmotic pressure is known as isotonic solution. I1 C1 equal to I2 C2, I equal to want half factor. Best example isotonic solution. Blood is human blood. Blood is isotonic with normal saline. You know saline? Generally, some cases in accident time, doctors keeping saline because so in accidental time blood falls. So in this case, to maintain osmotic pressure, blood osmotic pressure is equal to saline osmotic pressure. In these conditions, they can use saline. Blood is isotonic with normal saline. How much? Blood is isotonic with normal saline with a bracket 0.9% W by V NaCl. 0.9% W by NaCl. Blood is isotonic with normal saline. 0.9% W by NaCl. 0.9% W by NaCl means how much concentration? 0.153 molarity. Okay? It is an isotonic solution, very important. Isotonic solution means solutions having same osmotic pressure. Solutions having same osmotic pressure is known as isotonic solutions. Solutions having at given temperature, solutions having same osmotic pressure is known as isotonic solutions. Here isotonic solution C1 equal to C2. C means concentration. Example, blood is isotonic with normal saline. Okay, blood is isotonic with normal saline. SALINE. 0. Example within bracket saline means 0.9% W by NaCl. There how much concentration? 0.153 m. How came molarity? We know. Weight per W by V means 100 ml of solution. You can calculate 0.153 will come. How? 0.9 by 58.5. Why 58.5 I am taking? Sodium chloride molecular weight 58.5. Simply 0.9. Simple formula. That means 0.9 by 58.5 into 1000 by 100. You can calculate 0.153 m will come. That is a simple answer. 0.9 by 58.5. NaCl molecular weight 58.5 m into 1000 by 100. You can calculate 0.153 m will come. Anyway, at given temperature, solutions having same osmotic pressure is known as isotonic solutions. Okay. In isotonic solutions, concentration equal. Simple I1, C1 equal to I2, C2 or C1 equal to C2. C1 means concentration of first solution, C2 means concentration of second solution. Okay. So these are isotonic solutions. Isotonic solutions. Isotonic solution at a given temperature, solutions having same osmotic pressure is known as isotonic solution. Blood is isotonic with normal saline. And another one is hypertonic solutions. Hypertonic solutions. Hypertonic solution means solutions having higher osmotic pressure is known as solutions having higher osmotic pressure. Higher osmotic pressure is known as hypertonic solutions. Hypertonic solutions. Solutions having higher osmotic pressure is known as hyper means hyper, more. Next, hypotonic solutions. Hypotonic solutions. Solutions having lower osmotic pressure. Lower osmotic pressure is known as hypotonic solutions. Hypotonic solutions. Understand my point? Hypertonic solutions having higher osmotic pressure is known as hypertonic solutions. Hypotonic solutions. Hypotonic means solutions having lower osmotic pressure. Lower osmotic pressure is known as hypotonic solution. For example, I am taking 1 molar solution and 2 molar solution. Among 1 molar and 2 molar solution, compared to 2 molar, 1 molar solution is a hypotonic solution. The hypotonic solution. Okay. Compared to 1 molar, 2 molar solution is a hypertonic solutions. We know 1 molar, 2 molar. Which one is more? 1 molar more, 1 molar less, so 2 molar more. Among these two molar solution considered as hypertonic solution. 1 molar solution is considered as hypotonic solution. So hypertonic and hypotonic. Solutions having higher osmotic pressure is known as hypertonic solutions. Solutions having lower osmotic pressure is known as hypotonic solution. Less osmotic pressure is known as hypotonic solution. Among 1 mmol, 2 m molar, m is molarity. Compared to 2 molar, 1 molar solution is hypotonic. So compared to 1 molar, 2 molar is a hypertonic solution. These are, so osmosis, osmotic pressure, want of theory of dilute solutions, and isotonic solutions, hypotonic solutions and hypertonic solutions. Okay students, now enough today. Remaining concept tomorrow I will explain. Okay, thank you for all.